Okay, so I was very interested about the origins of these fires that are in California right now. And I just want to show you something that I find very interesting. One of the things when it comes to these types of fires, I feel that we really should be talking about arson, at least the potential for it from the very beginning. So the one thing I wanted to know is, where did these fires start? So we had four major fires, and I'm going to go ahead and show you where these fires began. So I'm on Google Maps. The very first fire was Pacific Palisades. It started at 10:30 a.m. on January 7th. The second fire was the Eaton Fire, January 7th, started at 6:15 p.m. A few hours later, we have the Hearst Fire, and that started at 10:10 p.m. And then the final fire, main fire, was the Kenneth Fire, which started at 2:30 p.m. January 8th, so the next day. So all of these fires were started in counterclockwise progression, and they all started several hours apart from each other. Palisades, then Eaton, then Hearst, then Kenneth. The other thing you're going to want to look at when I'm considering that maybe arson was a concern, all of these locations are near a trail or near a trailhead. So when you go to the first location that started a fire in the Palisades area, you'll see that the Palisades fire is in an area that's near a trail. This is a trail here. Now, I don't know how high this is. Maybe this is inaccessible, but I looked at from the earth view or street view, and it looks like it's just a hill. And I kind of see a path through here. And I'm thinking that can't rule out that somebody was able to access it from this footpath right here. Okay, so let's say that it was an arsonist. They jump in their car and they get on the 405, and 6:15 later in the afternoon, they end up over here. And let's say they get out of their car, and here is the Henninger trailhead, which, if you zoom in, if this is truly the start of where the Eaton fire was, you'll see it's right off of a trail. So it looks like it started right off of somewhere on the Henninger trailhead, which is easily accessible from foot. The next fire that started was later in the evening, and that one was, zoom out so I can get there quicker, that's the Hearst fire. And this one, 10:10 p.m. on January 7th, you'll see again easily. This one's really easy. It's near a neighborhood. Started in that area, easily accessible by foot. Now it's 10:10 at night. My guess is if there was an arsonist, he or she spent the night and then decided to light one more fire the next day. 2:30 p.m. They were really tired from a busy day than the day before. And this one also, the Kenneth fire, is easily accessible off of a trail. So my guess is that if it was arson, the location of all these fires close to the proximity where people can walk in the direction that the person went, they went counterclockwise. Each of these locations were accessible in a short drive. And there's one other thing that I think is interesting about the arson theory. We're in a highly political climate right now. Both the right and the left could have reasons to try to burn LA down. There's a lot of So I'm just talking motive here. Could just be someone who loves fire, but I'm thinking it's possible it's somebody who wanted to burn LA down, because not exactly, but you basically have Hollywood surrounded on all sides. This person set a fire, if it's arson, they set fire to the south, the east, the north, and the west. And here's West Hollywood and Beverly Hills. And I'm not familiar with the area, I've not been. But to me, these are indicators, at the very least, that this was an act of an individual arsonist who's trying to burn Hollywood down. And I just hope they haven't ruled out the arson theory and that they're reviewing it. And I think they are. So I'm pretty convinced that if it was arson, they're going to figure it out.